All right, talking about taking pens. There's times in your day and in your life where someone will give you a pen. Usually it has a logo of wherever you're at on it. When is it acceptable to take that pen home? They ask people, when you go to a restaurant and you pay with a card that you have to sign for, they'll bring you the bill with your card back and a pen. You enter the tip, sign it, and then give it back. 8% of people say that is perfectly acceptable to take that pen home.
No.
8%.
Did it have the name of the restaurant on it? If
Yes.
it didn't,
Now, when you go to a hotel,
absolutely, because that's on the desk, and they've got cases of them because they have their little notepad with their logo on it. They have the logo on the pen. They want you to take all that home so that you see their branding later and say, I really enjoyed my stay there. I want to go back there.
39% say it's acceptable there because it's marketing anyway. And 32% said it depends on the hotel. 18% said it's always unacceptable to bring that pen home.
No.
It's there for a reason. It needs to stay there.
Then you clearly don't know what the reason is, because that's what it is. They want you to take it home and see their logo again and again.
Now, going back to the restaurant thing, 52% of people said it is always unacceptable to bring that pen home. And there's some instances when you go to the restaurant, too, where they, too, will have the logo of the restaurant on the pen. But even in that case, we still will leave the pen behind.
If anything, I would ask if I really wanted that pen. Like, oh, is this one I can take because it has your logo? But a lot of places, you'll see them. Sometimes I've seen them come up to a table and like, hang on a second, I have to grab a pen, because people take off with their pens.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed, too, is when you go to the bank drive-thru, a lot of times you're looking for a pen they fill out the form or
and
whatever.
It's attached to something.
Or in some cases, it's not there because somebody else has taken it.
Yes.
That's one, too, when you pull that out of the little container there to do your paperwork and you put everything back into it, you forget.
Yeah.
And then you have the pen aside and then send things back, get your receipt back, and you drive away.
But I will say, to their credit, most, like the credit unions and whatnot around here, they have more of those because, again, they want you to see
marketing.
They want you to see that logo, and they're prepared for that potential of it leaving with you, because you're clearly a member of their facility. So it's like, am I really going to cheese on them over this? I'm glad they took it and they came and did their banking with me.
But in the bank situation, do you take the pen home? Is it yours to keep or leave it for the next person?
Well, I typically leave it.
I do,
but
too.
I've had times where I say, oh, this is a really nice pen. And they're like, take it. We got a bunch more. Most people will usually walk out with it and don't say anything. I'm like,
but
are you sure? Because it's a nice pen. They're like, yeah, take it. So I'm like, but I've asked.
But there's been times I pull up to the drive-thru and there isn't a pen because somebody else
took it ahead of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they thought it was
And
theirs.
they don't always know in the little tubular thing, because they reach in to pull out the paperwork. They don't need the pen. They have a pen at the desk there.
Get more info on pens. Yes FM Facebook
Woo!
at 967 Yes FM and the Mercy in the Morning page at yesfm.com.